Previously on the Traveling Together Journal, we figured out the horrible rattling noise in Blue Beauty's front end, then fought our way through the crazy hectic traffic of Guatemala City to finally get to the Pacific coast of Guatemala. Good morning, guys. Just watched the sunrise over the ocean, and it's our first morning after our first night back on the beach. It feels so good. That was the best night's sleep I've had in a while. And now we're gonna go look for some surf.
Hi, Matt.
Good morning, Amy.
Can you see my face?
Yeah.
Green.
How did you sleep last night?
Pretty good.
Yeah, me too. That was nice.
Yeah. All right, good morning, guys. We got into the sand, but can we get out of the sand? Oh, look at that. Easy peasy. We were told last night by a guy on the beach that we just needed to drive until we ran into the river and we would be able to find some kind of wave. So here we are.
Back in the water. It's nice to be camped at the beach and just relaxing.
And look at all that solar we're pulling in. Woohoo! Fans and fridges all the way. We got our super shady, awesome situation. It was absolutely necessary. It was so hot today, black sand. Basically, I just sat in our sweet little camp chairs and read a few chapters of my book this afternoon and relaxed. It was great. I'm looking forward to hopefully a couple more days of this. The first night in a new wild camping spot is always kind of a weird night because you never know how it's gonna go. Good morning, guys. We had a pretty pleasant night last night. The only disturbances we had were from pigs. Jagger, you're supposed to scare the pigs away. Our whole truck was shaking, and one time it was because they had tipped over our box. Look at it, it's all like sandy and stuff. So he was like trying to rip at the box. And the other time was the pig was trying to climb up on top of the truck to get to the trash bag. But other than the pigs, nobody came by and disturbed us while we were sleeping, which was really nice. So yeah, now I really think we'll probably be here for a few days. Matt knows how to get up in the morning when it's surf time. He is already out there. There he is. We are taking Jagger to the beach because the tide is super low and I got his ball. Yay! He's moving! So in general, it's been super sad. I've been basically kind of crying every night. He doesn't want to eat. We're making him eat. It's taking more and more hot dogs every day. He doesn't want to go for walks, even in the morning and the evening when it's not hot out. We've been taking him for a walk, and he just like lays down and refuses to continue to walk. And the doctor said not to push it, but it's just sad because he doesn't want to do anything, and he just looks so sad. I don't know. It's very hard. Normally, playing with the ball, food, walks. Every morning he just would be jumping up, like super excited that we were all like getting up for the day. And anyway, so our goal right now is to get him wet, just walking around, hopefully feeling good, because it's hot. Oh, that's cute. I can't tell if he's loving it or totally pissed off.
Pissed off.
I don't know, I think he kind of likes it. Yeah, I think he's happy.
It's Friday morning. We're planning on leaving our little campsite at the beach here today, and the swells dropped off a bit, so I'm going to take Amy's mini log out for a spin and get a little surf in before we go.
With a little help from the community here, we got a hold of Ivani and we made a commitment. We'll see him at 9 in the morning on Monday, and we are going to do a week of 2 hours each of Spanish school. Traditionally they do 4 hours a day, but back when I was 19 I did 4 hours a day of Spanish school in Costa Rica, and I found that after 2.5 hours I didn't learn anything else. I just couldn't do it. I didn't want to talk to my family when I would go home, nothing. So anyways, wanna hopefully just have 2 nice effective hours every day, and if we like it we'll keep doing it. But Monday morning, woohoo!
With a couple of days to spend in the area before our classes started, we decided to go check out a town to the west called El Paredon that supposedly had some rideable surf along its beaches.
We just rolled into a little surf town called El Paredon, and Jagger actually wanted to get out of the car. I don't know, today I just feel like he might be doing a little bit better. I don't know, hopefully. We ended up at this hostel, Driftwood Surfer in El Paredon. We decided to go to the big pasta dinner tonight just so that we're not like those weirdos who show up in our camper and like don't talk to anybody or socialize with anybody, because that's totally what we would do, because we have our own food and we have our own beer. How are you doing, Matt?
Doing pretty good. Got a little buzz on and going to attempt to be social, which is not really my forte.
This probably is like the epitome of why we maybe don't actually really belong here.
Speed dating?
Yeah. How are you doing there with that pasta? All right. Alright, they have a vegetarian and a meat option, so what I did is I just marked one of each for Matt and I. So Matt got all the meat stuff and I got all the veggie stuff, and we'll just share a little bit, yeah? Alright, speed dating is about to begin. I think that probably means we're out of here.
I don't think speed dating is supposed to be a spectator sport. Jagger. We just left Paredon, where we've been hanging out and surfing over the weekend, and we are headed back to Monterrico, where we've signed up for 2 hours a day of Spanish lessons. So we're back in Monterrico and we're trying to find a place to camp. And we went to a few other restaurants to see if we could work out a similar deal and just maybe park on a little different section of the beach. And we just ended up deciding we liked the amenities of Johnny's place and the situation, which is just, if we eat a meal there, we can use the facilities. So we parked where we tried to park where we parked last time, in front of Johnny's place. But the lady at their business next to it was like, comes out and is all throwing her arms around and is just super upset. We're like, oh, what's, like, por qué, why? And she explains that we're like right in front of the sunset, which I get. She has a bunch of guests enjoying drinks on the porch bar area on the beach. But then she tried to say that it's prohibited to camp on the beach. So we decided we would move to the other side of Johnny's, but we then went to the police station before driving back onto the beach, and we asked them, hey, can we camp on the beach? And they said, yeah, no problem. So here we are, driving, camping on the beach. Hey guys, so I am in a nice little air-conditioned room here, which is really nice to be in a bed in a air-conditioned room, but the reason why is not nice at all. Excuse me, Amy. Sorry for the intrusion, guys. Amy was about to tell you the story of our first and only violent encounter while traveling through Central America and Mexico. In the spirit of giving you guys an honest representation about what it is that we do, it is a story that we want to share with you guys. Unfortunately, we didn't film it all, while having this encounter in the middle of the night. So, we can't really share it in our normal episodic way. We've decided that the most helpful way to give this information to you guys would be through a YouTube live event. On November 11th, we'll be sharing the story about what happened to us in Monterrico that night. And we'll be talking about how we reacted and what we probably should have done. And then we'll open it up to you guys for any questions you might have about our experience or about safety while traveling in general. So please join us at 6 p.m. on November 11th for that YouTube live event. Until then, enjoy the rest of the episode. It's Monday morning. We're supposed to start our Spanish school today, but we're not sure if we're going to go through with that plan or not anymore after our misadventure trying to camp on the beach last night. Luckily for us, there was a guy drinking at the bar that was right there that had a house in town, and so he came over and spoke pretty good English and said that we could come sleep at his house. So very nice of him to help us out and let us get a night's sleep in even after that fiasco. And we're not sure if we are still going to do our Spanish lessons in town here, just because we're not really feeling safe anymore. So we'll have to discuss that still.
We left Monterrico. We are definitely feeling pretty bummed out that we had such an unfortunate evening. Very thankful for Marco and his hospitality and kindness and his help in a scary moment for us. But we feel that even if we stayed and did our lessons in Monterrico, that those guys, they're violent and irrational and obviously not to be trusted. If we stayed, we would definitely need to pursue it with the police more. And we did not feel like we could find a place where we would camp and we would feel like we were safe, and we would feel like those guys wouldn't be even more angry and then try to harm us more. So we opted to just leave. We called our Spanish teacher and told him what happened, and we hadn't put a deposit down, so it's not like there was anything he could do. We are headed to Lake Atitlan, where there are lots of Spanish schools, and I think we're just gonna sign up for a nice big chunk of time up there and hopefully have a wonderful time.
Next time on the Traveling Together Journal, we explore the beautiful and vibrant pueblos around Lake Atitlan and finally take some Spanish lessons. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. We'll be having that YouTube live event on November 11th at 6 p.m. and we'd love to see you all there with lots of questions. If you guys can't make it, go ahead and ask some questions down below. We'll try to get to those while we're filming the live event. And if you're watching this in the future, then we'll have the link to the video of the live event right there. And you can go check that out. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.